But can we put a disclaimer that I'm still learning? I was with my my playmate Mike Stamper, and we test all the same gear. We ride the same gear. Yeah. So given the time of year, we don't have too many waves. So we went out behind the jet ski, and the idea was, can we drop the rope on these wings and this setup and surf? And we were able to do that with both the 1600, which is, you would expect, it's a bigger mid-aspect wing, and also the 1300, which was actually a lot of fun. We could turn it a bit, yet to pump it a bit more. I am coming from a high aspect wing, so coming back to a mid-aspect wing was interesting. Both wings were very stable in the water. Nice roll to it. You know, with the high aspects, you start tracking, and it's tough to get off that track sometimes. So it was nice to have that more surfy roll, which was a little bit foreign to me just because I've spent so much time on the high aspect. The 1600, we could throw the rope, little pumps. Once we figured out the cadence, you know, we could lock it in. The 1300, we had to work a little bit more. Very rolly, very surfy. I would say, you know, for a summer, if you're looking to get into foiling and you have access to a boat or a jet ski, the 1300 wing is fun because you don't feel very scary. The lift is nice and gradual. You can turn it. But if you are looking ultimately to get into waves and you're, say, 170 pounds plus, I would probably start on the 1600 wing. The smaller guys can get away with the 1300 wing. Ultimately, to have both in your quiver is good too, because on the bigger waves, you take the 1300, the smaller waves, you take the 1600. The stabilizer that comes with this package is really neat, and I think there's a lot to be said about that. Yeah, so I've committed to the Flying Fish. That's my new prone board. So I told Simon I'm downsizing and I'm upsizing. I'm downsizing from that 56 liter to a smaller prone board and upsizing to a bigger downwind board. So I have full confidence I can make a go in these lake conditions on the Flying Fish. I think that these wings will work for sure. Maybe not so much for long distance pumping. I think that's going to take some work. That's where that high aspect, you know, more advanced rider will get away with. But I think if you're learning how to prone and all you care about is getting up and riding and getting some foil time, this is the way to go.